The American dream has a price tag. For Daniel, that price tag was $400,000. A house, a yard, a place to call his own. He signed the papers. He got the keys. And for a moment, it felt like freedom. But Daniel didn't just buy a home. He bought a 30-year commitment. A contract that will follow him longer than most relationships, longer than most jobs, longer than most plans. This is not just a purchase. This is a system. Let's break it down. $400,000. That's the price on the listing. That's what Daniel thinks he's paying. But the real number is hidden. At 7% interest, over 30 years, Daniel will not pay $400,000. He will pay closer to $950,000, almost $1 million, for a house that costs $400,000. He is buying one house for himself and 1.5 houses for the bank. And this is normal. This is considered smart. This is considered success. Every month, the same ritual begins. The payment. $2,000, $3,000, sometimes more. It doesn't matter if Daniel is tired. It doesn't matter if he wants a break. It doesn't matter if life happens. The payment must be made every single month for 360 months. Miss one payment, and the system reminds him who really owns the house. Because Daniel doesn't own the house. The bank does. Until the very last payment. Until the very last dollar. Until 30 years of his life are gone. This is not ownership. This is conditional access, and the conditions are strict. Daniel cannot just walk away. If he loses his job, the house becomes a liability. If the market drops, he's stuck. If interest rates rise, he pays more. The house does not give him freedom. It locks him into stability, and stability can become a trap. Because once Daniel has a mortgage, everything changes. He cannot take risks. He cannot quit his job. He cannot start something new easily. He cannot afford uncertainty. The house becomes his anchor, his golden cage. Looks beautiful from the outside, feels heavy from the inside. The grass is green, the fence is white. The neighbors look the same. The houses look the same. The payments feel the same, month after month, year after year. And slowly, time disappears. But the system doesn't stop there. Because the mortgage is just the beginning. Property tax, every year, forever. You never fully own the land. You rent it from the system, miss the tax. And the system reminds you again. Insurance, because the bank requires protection. Maintenance, because houses decay, roofs break, pipes leak, things fail, and Daniel pays. Again, and again, and again. The house demands money, constantly, silently, relentlessly. And here's the part nobody talks about: opportunity cost. The hidden price, the invisible loss. That same money, invested elsewhere, could grow, could multiply, could create freedom. But instead, it is locked. Inside walls, inside wood, inside a structure that does not produce income. Unless Daniel rents it. But Daniel lives in it. So it costs him, every month, every year, for decades. And inflation changes the story again. Yes, over time, the payment feels smaller, but so does the value of money. And the house price, it rises, but so does everything else. So Daniel is not getting richer. He is staying in place, running on a treadmill, inside a house, inside a system, and the system works perfectly. Because it doesn't need Daniel to fail. It just needs him to stay. Stay working, stay paying, stay predictable, stay inside the plan. 30 years. That's not just a loan. That's a life strategy, designed for him, not by him. And most people never question it, because it looks safe, because it feels right, because everyone does it. But safety has a cost, and that cost is flexibility, freedom, time. So what's the alternative? It's not about rejecting the house. It's about understanding the game. A house can be a tool or a trap. It depends on how you use it. If it produces income, it becomes an asset. If it only consumes money, it becomes a liability. The system won't explain this. Daniel is not wrong. He just wasn't told the full picture. And now, you see it. A house is not just a dream. It's a contract, a long-term agreement with the system. And before you sign it, you should understand it completely. Because 30 years is too long to learn the hard way. Next, we go deeper into the credit score, the invisible number that decides everything. Subscribe if you want to see the rules clearly, because the system won't explain itself. We will. Good luck out there.